In November, my gorgeous Gemini, do you know what is going to happen to you in November? And it's going to happen completely unplanned. But this is a rather significant stage of your life. And what is going to happen completely unplanned? You're actually going to find yourself having a little cheeky break. A little break that you're going to have. This is going to be completely unplanned or completely unexpected, in your life at this stage. And when it comes to that particular break, what I find really important is that something is going to happen. Something is going to happen to you. When I say that something is going to happen to you, you are going to have such a moment of enlightenment. It doesn't matter where you're going to be. It doesn't matter what are you going to do, or it doesn't matter how exactly are you going to feel. The bottom line is that this little break that you are going to have, it's going to bring you so much positivity. And it's not only that, but when it comes to that particular unexpected break, this can last like a day, this can last like a day, this can last like about a couple of days. When it comes to that particular break, for example, it can last a few days. It doesn't really matter. Just remember, it's going to be completely unplanned. But the point is that on one hand, you are going to have such an amazing spiritual experience. You are going to come across something, you are going to see something, and this is going to inspire you like never before. And even more so, it's actually going to prepare you. It's going to prepare you so nicely and so beautifully. I'm talking about the mental preparation for what is to come. Because that particular break, it's also going to make you aware of, just like about a day or two after that moment in time, you will know exactly which important, huge, massive decision do you need to make. And that decision, my gorgeous Gemini, is literally about to change your life forever in the best possible way. My name is Sasha Bonasin, and I'm a psychic medium, and this is your monthly horoscope tarot card reading, and it's for you, my gorgeous Gemini, and it's for November 2022. This month is so important, and when it comes to the actual number, your number is number 22. This is a rather powerful number, but it also means that at the same time you are gonna have such an important conversation with somebody in your life, somebody that you really kind of have fallen out with, somebody who you had lots of problems with, somebody who you kind of had a lot of disagreements with, especially within the last year or two. And this particular person is a rather significant part of your life, my gorgeous Gemini, because this is somebody in your life. But it also means that this person, you need to understand, we are talking about someone rather sensitive here. We are talking about someone who is I say sensitive because there is something going on in their mind, and there is something that they are doing to themselves, and they shouldn't be doing that to themselves, and you're aware of this when it comes to that particular person. But the bottom line is, this is somebody in your life, somebody who means to you so much, somebody who means to you a lot, like a family member, but there is some kind of sensitivity when it comes to that person. So that person is kind of slowly losing themselves, but you know this, you're aware of this. But the bottom line is that you have to work on this disagreement, and this is why I get really excited, because you are going to work on this disagreement, because number 22 means also that one specific person in your life, it's like sticking out a little bit, but that person shouldn't be sticking out a little bit, because that person is sticking out because you had this disagreement, and I'm telling you that you should actually really work on this. So because it's important, we don't have to agree with every single aspect in our lives, and sometimes people can be really stubborn when it comes to the certain things in life, and we just have to understand this. And what you need to know is that number 22 in numerology very strongly, especially in this case, in this situation, means that on one hand it's important for you to reconnect with that person, but on another hand you are also going to reconnect with that special person in your life. I think that you have both been been stubborn a little bit. And you may think like, oh, what am I talking about? Why am I bringing this person up? Because this person has affected you more than you can possibly imagine, more than you've actually realized. And also when this moment of reconnection happens, you're just going to need to learn how you're going to deal with that person in such a way where you don't get upset if they say something that you don't like, for example, and you just kind of try to rise above the situation as much as you can. Because I'm telling you this, it's not only about, this is actually affecting your life more than you realize. Because maybe you are becoming a little bit too defensive when it comes to that particular person, but it's also like kind of subconsciously it's affecting you. It's slowing you down and it's making you feel negative and angry without you even realizing this. And only when you reconnect with this person again, you will understand and you will realize the full extent, how much was this actually affecting you. But the good thing is that by the end of the actual November, you are going to reconnect with this particular person in your life, and then you are going to see, then you will see what is actually going to happen. Everything is going to change completely. This is such an important adjustment and edit that you need to make. Everything is going to change completely, but also even more so, that person is going to surprise you so much. In fact, you're going to be surprised like never before, because there is some kind of a gift or some kind of like something really big that you're actually going to get from that person. Now, I'm not telling you to reconnect with that person because you are going to get a gift. No, baby, no. But this gift, it's important for me to mention because it is pretty much so strongly connected to your spiritual purpose, what you're working on right now, and what means to you so much in terms of the actual development. So this is like when it comes to the 22, what an important stage you're actually going through. But even more so, going back to the beginning of this reading, sorry, I just want to clarify. So you are this month's going to have a completely unexpected little break. Just go for it. Listen to me very carefully. I'm back to that unexpected break. Sorry to keep on repeating. I'm going back to that unexpected break, but I have to highlight this because it's really important. When that unexpected break happens, what you need to understand that it can happen in so many different ways. Maybe you will get a certain message, or let's go on a break, or maybe it's just gonna come to you. Maybe you're gonna see something and you're gonna connect to it. Maybe you're just gonna feel worn out and then you will want to have a little break. However, it's gonna happen completely unplanned, just literally out of the blue. So after that break, when you are on that break, you're gonna have a remarkable spiritual experience. You're gonna understand something so specific about yourself and about your life, and you're gonna start getting a bigger picture, like a different picture, and you need this. So as soon as you're kind of finished with that break, it's all gonna lead towards you a kind of on one hand being completely mentally prepared, but then on another hand, because that little break out of the blue happened, you will see that there is oh my god, just a couple of days later you are going to have such a remarkable vision. And this vision, it's like a psychic vision that I'm talking about, and you're gonna just how it's actually going to happen. Just a couple of days later, you're gonna wake up in the morning and something is literally going to be on your mind. It was one specific thing, it's again going to be on your mind, and you're not going to be able to stop thinking about it whatsoever. And that is going to give you a guidance and sign what vision, what psychic vision you're going to have. And then at some moment later on in that day, you're just going to have this absolutely mind-blowing vision. It's going to come to you, and this vision is going to be consisting of you knowing exactly first of all, you're gonna know how to kind of how to turn your goals into the actual reality. What was on your mind for such a long time, what was slowing you down. This is to do with an ongoing problem, with a certain ideas, but you just didn't know how to take them on, how to start, how to begin, you know what I mean? So now you will know actually how to start these ideas. You're gonna have a kind of a vision how to kind of start that progress, that process in life. But then at the same time, it's all going to kind of unfold towards you developing and having and knowing exactly what are you going to do. You're going to feel ready to go, and this is actually going to surprise you. So it's all about you realizing that by having that vision, at the same time, it's going to feel so powerful, it's going to feel so vivid that you are literally going to choose to move forward with your life. But it is going to be consisting of you needing to understand that at this point you need to leave your comfort zone. Okay, this is very, very important for you to understand. And also, on another hand, this is going to be absolutely superb, perfect thing to do when it comes to like your, you know, the things that you're working in life, when it comes to the next step in life, you know, when it comes to your development. So I'm going to say it, if you're like looking for work, then something very important is coming. If you're working already, so this is to do with the promotion, with development. If you're retired, then this is to do with a stage of your life that means to you so much that you are going to have a vision and you're going to literally know what to do. But it is all going to point towards a certain thing, towards your happiness. Because what are you going to be working on as well? It's going to help you to reconnect with yourself. You're going to be like ridiculously proud of yourself. But it's not only about you feeling so happy and knowing that you're doing the right thing, but at the same time, this is going to be so beneficial when it comes to your financial situation. But not only that, but when it comes to using a part of you that you want to use, like it's to do with like almost like with a sacred gift, you know. So it's all about following your passion and enjoying yourself and making the most out of a life. Even more so, you are also going to have like a very kind of like a pretty much, so you're going to find yourself feeling ridiculously creative, especially when it comes to from the 11th of November until the end of that month. From the 11th of November until the end of that month, you are going to feel so creative, but it's going to come from such a powerful energy that you're actually going to have as well. And energy means, when I say powerful energy, it means that you're going to feel ridiculously kind of like recharged, and you're going to be surprised how much you're going to be able to do and how much you're going to be able to kind of achieve in terms of the actual longevity. So if you start something, you're going to be surprised like, oh my God, I can go for such a long time, and you're going to like it. But it's not only that, it's just more about like by you being so creative in between the 11th of November and the end of that month. Just pay attention to this, because every single time when you feel absolutely creative, you're going to feel this amazing bursts of energy. And especially when it comes to the 11th of November, oh baby, big baby 11th of November, especially when it comes to the 21st of November, 22nd of November, 23rd, 24th, 25th, and the 25th of November, especially these days, pay attention to how re-energized and how recharged you're going to feel and you're going to be. But it's not only about that. You again need to pay attention to your subconscious mind and the subtle messages that you're going to be receiving, like a little psychic messages. The more creative and the more energized you feel from the beginning of the day, then the more you need to understand, the more kind of messages are going to be coming to you. I know it sounds absolutely crazy, but when we are so creative, we are also kind of creating a very special and very unique vibration, which opens us up and just like naturally, just like kind of helps us to kind of drift towards things in life that we should drift towards. But before that, we need to know what this is, and it come to you like in the form of like a little messages. So it's like pay attention to these days, especially when you feel really creative, because at the same time you are really kind of something is like literally going to come to you, like some kind of a different perspective. It's going to come to you. You're going to learn something about yourself as well, but at that moment in time, something is going to come to you, like a different perspective on like a different perspective on how to kind of let go of old and bad ideas. So on the one hand, you're going to become aware of some bad ideas and negative ideas just out of the blue, but then on another hand, you're also going to become aware of how to kind of let them go. This is an important time of your transition, my gorgeous Gemini, so you can just expect to have like a really strong mind when it comes to you making decisions, because this is all going to lead towards one of the biggest clarities of your life. And the advice that you had from someone like within the last few months that absolutely didn't make sense, and now by the end of this month it's most certainly going to make sense. Okay. And also, my gorgeous Gemini, what else I was going to say? So basically, when it comes to the actual 8th of November and the 18th of November, pay attention to the 8th of November and the 18th of November. Both of these days are going to highlight a situation that was just making you feel absolutely very negative. That situation was making you feel really unhappy. That situation was making you ridiculously restricted, you know? And you need to pay attention to this, because what is going going to take place on the 8th of November and the 18th of November are going to be just a couple of like a bit of a negative situations that you're going to become aware of, something like kind of negative situations that you're going to become aware of, but it's nothing to do with your life. But you will know that these two negative situations that you're going to become aware of, it's more to do with some other people that are going to be affected by it, and you're going to be like, oh my god, I feel sorry for them, type of thing. But then that in itself, it's also going to make you aware that some kind of it's going to not make you aware, but it's going to kind of give you an idea of what to do in order to kind of like make the final push. Through that, you're going to realize that you need to make a one final push when it comes to like an ongoing problem in your life that was creating so much of the actual restriction, and that was affecting you. It was affecting your progress, it was affecting your development. You know, it's all about you kind of becoming aware of a certain sneaky person or a sneaky people. But the bottom line is that you are going to be able to apply this to your situation through this kind of like a tower situation that it's going to happen in somebody else's life. You will be able to kind of like prevent the tower situation in your life by understanding how to make this final push. And also the fact that you're going to become aware of someone sneaky or a sneaky group of people, this is only, my gorgeous Gemini, of course, going to be just an added bonus. And also when it comes to nutrition, I highly recommend you to get a natural vitamin D3 supplement. So this can boost your immune system, but it can also be really beneficial for your sensitive bones, and it's going to re-energize you. And of course that I'm going to recommend you my own vitamins, which are absolutely the best. They are without any unnecessary ingredients. They are of superb quality, highly exceptional ingredients, and they're suitable for vegetarians and vegans and for everyone. So natural vitamin D3 I highly recommend you, alongside a natural zinc supplement. Okay, and this is also going to be superb like combination to boost your immune system, but it's also going to be ridiculously important for your skin, hair and nails as well. And the last thing, it's going to be organic chlorella. It's a must. Everybody should be taking organic chlorella at this stage. Why? Because organic chlorella, it's going to be superb when it comes to detoxifying yourself and your body from the metals. There are metals in the air, there are metals in the sky, there are metals in the ground, there are metals in the soil. There are dangerous metals basically everywhere, so sadly. So this is why organic chlorella is absolutely mind-blowing, because it's going to help you to detoxify your body from all these metals. It also provides you with omega-3 essential fatty acids, which our body cannot produce by itself, but it's essential when it comes to our mind, our memory, our thinking, and also it's rich in protein as well. So these three supplements is something that I would fully recommend you to get. If you would like to buy this supplement, the link is going to be in the description below. If you don't find the link in the description below, you can just go on Google and just type in Sasha Bonasin like vitamins, and my vitamins are gonna come up that way. If you're on any other medications, if you're pregnant, or if you're breastfeeding, you just need to check with your doctor. You just need to check with your GP. Only your daughter or only your doctor or GP can tell you whether this can interact with your existing medications or not. So now, my gorgeous Gemini, I'm gonna go on the very first date that it's going to be quite important. I really want you to pay attention on the 1st and the 2nd and the 3rd of November. On the 1st and the 2nd and the 3rd of November, you are going to have a very interesting, where is it? Wait. On the 1st, 2nd, and the 3rd of November, my gorgeous Gemini, you are going to have a very, very interesting idea. And when I say that you are going to have an interesting idea, you know that there is always just a little bit more to it, you know. These interesting ideas that you are going to have, that is going to be on your mind. Look at this. Just remember, my gorgeous Gemini, on the 1st, 2nd, and the 3rd of November, you are going to have interesting ideas. These interesting ideas that you're actually going to have, it's going to be connected to this state. Look, it's going to bring you so much delight. And it's going to bring you so much optimism in your life. So pay attention to the ideas that you're going to have within the very first 3 days of November, and you see this change. These 3 days are also going to give you an idea how to bring a change into your life. how to start the process of change. And at the same time, it's going to bring you so much power. So you see, the first 3 days of November, my gorgeous Gemini, are also bringing you like a bit of a, how shall I put it, revelation. Okay, revelation when it comes to your life. What do you need to do? You're going to feel extremely connected to what you're going to become aware of, you know, within these 3 days. But this is all going to be so beneficial when it comes to the power in your life. Okay, so it's having a power to start a change, you know, having enough power, feeling enough courage to start a change in your life. And let me tell you what is gonna happen after that. By the time you get to the 5th of the actual November, you're already gonna have a specific news and information, and you will know, you know, this news and information is gonna give you all the courage that you need, all self-esteem. It's gonna make you feel extremely optimistic, and it's gonna like really reflect on your self-esteem. But it's also gonna make you aware of that now you are slowly but surely starting to have a full control over your life, especially when it comes to something very, very negative that affected you in terms of maybe like a business or something that you expected to happen and it didn't happen so far, so it affected you a little bit. So this is all going to balance itself out rather nicely this moment in time. So on the 5th of November, it's not only like a courage and optimistic energy that you are going to feel, but at the same time you're going to feel so strongly to inspect certain area in your life, to investigate, to explore. And the more you think about what you want to explore, the more vavavoomeish you're gonna feel. You see, the more you explore, the more vavavoomeish you're going to feel. The more vavavoomeish you're actually going to feel, the more excited you're going to feel, the more powerful you're going to feel. So these are your spirits and your guardian angels are going to be on your side. There are going to be so many little messages that you're going to have along the way, so you will know that this is the right thing to do. But at the same time, it is also going to make you aware of what came to an end, and you're not going to be able to move on with your life until you make the necessary action with that stage and that part of your life that also came to an end. So one thing, it's again going to work with another. You're finding yourself on a spiritual quest where you will want more out of life, but when we find ourselves on a stage something like this, something else is nicely going to come to an end, but you are going to be moving on for something much, much, much better. And this is also going to ultimately make your life so much more meaningful. I'm not saying that your life is not meaningful, please don't get me wrong, but I'm just telling you that in between now 11 12 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 by September 2023, this what you're doing right now, what you're starting right now, what are you going to begin right now, what are you about to start exploring and investigating right now, is going to explode in in September 2023. I know I jumped now from November to September, but this is at least going to give you a very, very interesting time span indeed. The second date that is going to be quite important is going to be on the 11th. Of course that the 11th is going to be really important, and let me just do this right now, because the 11th is like a rather magical day, very charged up in energy, because of course this is the November. So it's the 11th day, so it's a big mama, isn't it? 11-11. So you know that this day is going to be very, very special, and this day is going to bring you a very special meaning when it comes to you, like kind of like reconnecting with yourself. But at the same time, something is going to be on your mind when it comes to November. These days also bringing you like a very interesting realization about yourself, and this realization about yourself, it's exactly on the 11th. You see, on the 11th of November, you will know that you have to trust yourself. You need to trust yourself with what you're going to find yourself right in front. What are you going to find yourself working on? What you're going to find yourself working at. There is still going to be like, oh my God, I'm not too sure. No, baby, no. You have to trust yourself. What you're going to be doing on the 11th of November, is going to be life-changing. Very important. Even if it may not seem so. Even if you're just in one room by yourself, yourself at home, you will see exactly what I mean. What you're going to find yourself working at, it's going to be extremely important for you to understand that you have to trust yourself fully. If you don't trust yourself, it's not going to work. It's not going to work out for you. You're only going to like kind of slow yourself down because you're not trusting your spirits. Just remember this, my gorgeous Gemini, indeed. And also, when it comes to the actual 11th of November, I like this so much. Listen, on the 11th of November, you're going to make one of the wisest choices of your life. This is one of the wisest choices of your life, because what you're going to do right now, you're going to be laying down like a very kind of powerful foundation for a long time, you know, and this is not only going to be super beneficial for you, but it's like everybody who is connected to you, everybody who is close to you, it's going to kind of find this really beneficial, this choice that you're going to make. So you're making a really mind-blowing choice that it's also at the same time going to be so important for people who are important to you in your life as well. You're securing yourself like in so many different ways, but you're also doing something very solid in order to secure like a people in your life, for example. So you see, so what you're going to be making here, the choice that you're going to make, it's also going to be as important for the people who mean to you so much as well. And also the choice that you're going to make on the 11th of November, it's also going to be the moment, it's also going to be the time when you are really walking through this door. And now this is going to bring people in your life, this is going to bring closer people in your life, you know, and this is brilliant. It's going to bring all of you closer, and this is absolutely fantastic as well. But at the same time, you're going to need to know that you're going to have to be patient, and at this moment in time, almost as if you're going to feel so excited and rebellious, and you will want to speed things up. But no, baby, no, you have to let this like kind of to happen naturally, organically, okay? And at the same time, you're gonna have to like kind of still at the moment follow like some kind of a certain rule, because the specific aspect of your life is slowly coming to an end that you will want to speed it up, but you can't speed it up. You need to understand you have to let that aspect of your life, that other aspect, to come naturally to an end. And this is gonna make you like kind of, oh, I want to speed up, but no, baby, no, you shouldn't. It's just all about you understanding that, you know, this is all to do with like some kind of like a new project that is really coming into your life. It's like more like a new venture, but at the same time, this new venture that is coming into your life, it's also going to make your dream real. And at the same time, you are going to get a very kind of positive news about your finances as well on the 11th of November. This is also going to make everything so much better, because when you get like this news about the finances, which is going to make you feel really good, and you will know, oh my God, it's going to be like a green light, now it's time to go. At the same time, this news that you're going to have, it's going to give you very interesting ideas, and it's going to make you aware of something that you've learned over the last year that you should also apply to this situation right now. And also, by the time you get to the last part of this month, last date, I would also highly recommend you, my gorgeous Gemini, look at this absolutely gorgeous pendant, absolutely beautiful, a red jasper, absolutely gorgeous. You see this red jasper, it's fantastic because it has a power to instantly brings you up. It instantly like enhances your energy in terms of like a really kind of, when you wear this, you feel more confident to kind of work on the parts of your life that you don't feel normally confident to work on for whichever reason. But it also has a power to help you to reconnect yourself with yourself and to pay attention to, and the balance just naturally take you and makes you to pay attention towards things that you should be paying attention to in terms of your development. No matter what is going on, sometimes we can get lost, you know, entangled within the web of like lots of information that we are dealing with on a daily basis. It changes our mind when it comes to our priorities. So this really helps you like kind of to keep intact, you know, the actual balance, and just project this energy towards things that you should be projecting in terms of your development. So this red jasper is a must for you to wear, my gorgeous Gemini, because it instantly makes you passionate about life. So it instantly rejuvenates you, regenerates you in so many different ways. This gorgeous red jasper comes with sterling silver chain, and the link to buy this this is in the description below, by buying things from my channel, my gorgeous Gemini. You're also supporting my channel as well, so thank you. The third important date is going to be on the 25th of November. On the 25th of November is the message that it's really going to surprise you here. Like, oh my God, it's really going to surprise you. And I like this. I like when this happens about life, because can you imagine if everything was completely planned, you know, and everything always comes up, you know, like the way we always completely imagine, like to the T, you know, it would be like, oh God, you know, like almost no point, you know what I mean? So life has got a power to just takes us towards the directions, you know, that we kind of don't expect. And this is when life becomes magical, because we recognize our feelings and emotions and the way we feel about the certain aspects of our life only at the time when we are facing this specific situation. So this is when things are going to become really interesting for you, my gorgeous Gemini, because on the 25th of November you're going to get a message which is really going to surprise you. You're going to find this mind-blowing, and that message is going to make you aware of the something that you've been working on for a while, for quite a long time now, but really just did not work whatsoever. And it's just like you almost forgot about it. And first of all, you were very passionate about this aspect of your life, really excited, but then it just got stuck in the process. So this message is really going to surprise you, like, oh my God, just out of the blue, you're going to realize, oh my God, this is like kind of like, it's a good news, because you're going to realize that this is moving on. And you were so frustrated about it for such a long time because nothing was happening. Now you will see, like, oh my God, rather swift change. It's going to become absolutely evident. It's going to make you feel really happy and really excited, but most importantly, it's going to make you aware of exactly now what is taking priority. What do you need to do in order, what do you need to do when it comes to, you know, having an ultimate change in your life. You're going to find yourself at the beginning, because this is all to do with like kind of like, shall I say, an unexpected success. But this unexpected success, it's also going to be a sign which part of your life do you need to work on a little bit more, and you need to take on the next level. This is when things are going to become interesting, and this is going to bring you the ultimate like achievement in your life. I'm talking about the success, I'm talking about finances, I'm talking about you feeling so proud with yourself, but I'm also talking about people being so proud of you as well. It's to do with one of the greatest achievements of your life. And even more so, there is going to be very interesting sign that you are going to have at around that time. And that very interesting sign that you're going to have at around that time, it's also really kind of going to make you, you know, like that sign that you're going to have, it's like, it's all about making you really curious. You know, you're going to feel extremely curious when you have this sign. So the sign is going to be very unique, very unusual, very bizarre. But the sign is going to revolve in you basically being very curious. And you need this about something, and you need this curiosity. You need this curiosity because that at the same time, it's going to make you feel kind of like a really, it's also at the same time going to make you aware of like some kind of a fresh thinking and how much you've actually changed. You will see what you suddenly going to feel strongly connected to, and at that moment in time you will realize how much you've actually changed. So you need to pay attention to that sign that you are going to have as well at the same time, because it's all about the sign that you're going to have, which is instantly going to make you very, very curious. Now this curiosity is something that you need to follow. This curiosity is something that you need to find out, that you definitely need to kind of like a really kind of find out a little bit more as soon as you possibly can. And also, my gorgeous Gemini, what else I was going to say to you and recommend to you would be this beautiful strawberry quartz. Absolutely gorgeous. This strawberry quartz pendant is beautiful, and it's very gentle. It really helps you to talk. It helps you to communicate. On one hand, it really kind of brings an inner peace. If we feel nervous, if we feel negative, if we feel sad, all these emotions are affecting us in terms of our performance, you know. So this brings you an inner peace and enlightenment, but at the same time, you know, it really helps you to talk and communicate concentrate without being distracted by the people that are negative or with like a low vibration or like a negative energy. You know, you are able to kind of ignore the negative energy when you wear a strawberry quartz. So on one hand it brings you this inner peace, but then so it makes you feel so much better, but then on another hand it helps you to communicate and talk. You see the strawberry quartz, it's absolutely brilliant. This comes with a sterling silver chain, and this also, if you would like to buy, the link is going to be in the description below. By buying things from my channel, you're also supporting my channel, so thank you very much for that as well. So now, my gorgeous Gemini, I'm just going to see briefly what is going to happen in the first part of November, mid part of November, and the last part of November. In the first part of November, do try to willingly, if you possibly can, take a little break and recharge. This is going to help you to clear your head. It's going to be like a bit of a recovery period that you need, especially when it comes to your own reflection and especially when it comes to the mental preparation in your life. The mid part of this week, I really like it because someone is about to enter your life, and I really like this person indeed. So someone very special is about to enter your life that you're gonna feel so much better around. Somebody who's sharing like someone with a mutual bond to you, you know, and you're gonna like this so much because that particular person, it's also gonna be inspiring you in the best possible way, and through that person you're gonna realize something very specific that's missing in your life. The last part of this month, my gorgeous Gemini, it's like, just remember, it's all about moving on and letting go of old and bad ideas. You need to know that that you are going to transition, and you are starting the beginning of a very, very important journey of your life. And the sooner you become aware of like which bad ideas you need to let go of, the quicker and faster your progress is going to be. And now, my gorgeous Gemini, when it comes to those of you being in relationship, I see that you're going to be making a really difficult choice. And the difficult choice that you're going to be making when it comes to the relationship, it's all about you again. You see, it's like you, my gorgeous Gemini, not getting on with someone in your life which is not your partner, but it's somebody else. But you're not getting on. Do you remember how I started at the beginning of this reading? It's all affected. Sorry, you're not getting on with somebody in your life affected your some important person, like a family member. Remember that I started a reading with you not getting on with somebody very important to you in your life has also affected your relationship without you even realizing. So now you need to kind of really understand that you can't make a very important choice when it comes to your partner. You can't make a very important choice that shouldn't be a difficult choice. You can't make, because the relationship in between you and this other person, it's not okay. So this is what, again, it's just a reminder to work on that person, like the relationship between you and that person, which I say to you, it's going to be much better. And then also when it comes to, it's going to be much better by the end of the month, so it's all going to be fine. But also it is going to really contribute towards you and your partner being able to make a really kind of important choice here that is not going to be that difficult anymore after this moment in time. So you will see how everything is connected. For those of you who are single, it's like, oh my God, my gorgeous Gemini, there is someone very special that is about to enter your life. I'm telling you, someone very special, and it's going to happen completely unexpectedly at around the mid-November 2022. So someone is about to enter your life. This is going to happen completely unexpectedly, completely unplanned. Only now, my gorgeous Gemini, you are ready to actually let someone in your life. There was so much happening, there was so much going on, you were at a different stage in your life, but now only by the mid-November, you're going to be ready to let someone in your life. And even more so, an unexpected situation is going to happen completely unexpectedly. Someone is about to manifest them in your life. And also, you will know before that when is that going to happen, because also what is going to happen unexpectedly is just out of the blue. It's going to come to you to do something or go somewhere or start doing something or start going somewhere, you know, but you will see it's like going to come in the form of like a place where you're going to be unexpectedly, but also it's going to come in the form of like that person completely unexpectedly entering your life. Okay, my gorgeous Gemini, thank you ever so much for watching my videos. I'm sending you brightest blessings, lots of love, healing, peace and light to every single one of you. Thank you ever so much for watching my videos. Sasha Bonasin, psychic medium. Love you. Bye.